Hello, my name is Simon Miller, this is WhatCulture Wrestling, and today I want to send out an important message about the Universal title, a championship that hasn't been seen on television for nigh on 72 years. In fact, since it first debuted in 2016, no one has barely seen it at all, meaning it may as well be a piece of fiction. So if you've seen the Universal title or know where it is, make sure you treasure those memories because the Universal title is officially finished. Why? Here is why. Well, that was depressing, wasn't it? But it's hard to argue to the contrary. I mean, don't get me wrong, this isn't about Brock Lesnar. I like Brock Lesnar, and I think his recent match against Daniel Bryan proves if he's motivated and he wants to go, he is an athletic super beast that maybe, just maybe, is among the best ever. I know that's going to make people go crazy, but I'm just saying there's a debate to be had. So this isn't about him, but it is about the toy that currently rests over his shoulder. And I call it a toy because that may as well be what it is these days. Ever since it was thought up back in July 2016, it's been a tainted sword that's kind of damaged everybody that has laid their hands on it. It's like something from medieval times. Don't go near the terrifying title, you'll die of poison and rats will eat your bones. We already know that in 2018, when we look at WWE championships, most of them have lost all their importance, but nowhere is that truer than when we do start talking about Raw's top prize. And really, that's because it doesn't exist. It may as well be a ghost. In fact, I think I've seen more ghosts in the last months than I've seen the Universal title on Raw. It's not true. I've never seen a ghost, but you probably believe me because you haven't seen the Universal title either, unless you bought a replica one from WWE shop, and that actually makes you more of a Universal champion than the Universal champion. For the majority of its existence, it hasn't actually appeared on Raw, and that is madness. It's gotten so bad that I don't even expect to see it when I do tune in to Raw. Take the most latest episode of the Monday night show. We went through 3 hours, and at no time did I think, oh, I haven't seen the Universal title. In my gut, I just realized, well, you're not gonna see it, so don't even think about it. It's a waste of brain space. I'd forgotten about it, and what does that even mean? It's meant to be the prize that every wrestler with a penis wants to go after, and yet it's about as visible as Zack Ryder on television. That was mean. I shouldn't have said that. It was too easy. I'm sorry, Zack Ryder. I actually really like you and think you are underused, but it was just a softball down the middle. I knocked it, I couldn't help it. I apologise, take it back. It's been negated a little bit because Ronda Rousey is doing such a good job with the women's title on Raw that you can just invest in that instead. But when you look across the pond to SmackDown, they're doing it so well, and it starts to piss you off. I mean, the balance between Daniel Bryan being the WWE champion and Becky Lynch being the SmackDown women's champion, well, it's nigh on perfect. Becky feels legit, Daniel feels legit. I mean, it brings more enjoyment to the show, and never forget, that's what wrestling is all about. It's entertainment. It's meant to entertain you. You give up hours of your life so someone else can slowly etch a smile across your face. I thought about just staring into the camera then and doing a weird, creepy grin for a while. In fact, I'm going to do it. Weird, isn't it? But seriously, let's go through the lineage of that belt. We all know what happened to Finn Balor, and it absolutely sucks. That injury he got came at the worst time, and really, he's never been able to recover because when he did make his comeback, no one booked him to go after the belt. He never even lost. Interestingly enough, if we had gone down that line, it may have saved the championship and risen it to the point that it needed to be. But we didn't. Again, gun. Shot in the foot. Now your foot hurts. From there we went to Kevin Owens, and that absolutely rocked. And I don't know a wrestling fan on the planet that didn't get something warm and fuzzy out of that because, to use a cliche, he absolutely deserved it. But if we're being honest, if we take a step back, WWE did that thing where they never really treated him like the guy. Like he had the belt, but he wasn't treated like a champion. He was eventually fed to Goldberg, and then he passed that belt over to Brock Lesnar. And right there you've got two guys that aren't exactly part of the day-to-day WWE furniture. In fact, they like to go home a lot, and that's all good. I got no problem with that. If that's the deal they negotiated, good for them. But WWE should have more sense. If you want to look at it another way, if anybody did actually see worth in these titles, and they tuned into Raw to catch a glimpse of it, well, more for you you made a mistake. Which of course brings us to Roman Reigns and the part of the video where we realize who actually cares what happens in wrestling when we are referring to real life. And of course all our hearts and wishes go out to Joanna White, and I just hope he's doing okay, and I hope he's getting back to 100% health. But from a storyline perspective, the decision to pass that back to the Beast was the end of the line. I mean, we had a brief TV appearance, we had his Survivor Series match, and now he's gone. And I don't think we're going to see him again till the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble is a long way away, so much so, I could be dead. Really too, Brock isn't the issue. I actually think not having your champion on every single show does them the world of good, because when you don't see them, you want to see them, you miss them. It's that whole thing of absence makes the heart grow fonder. And if you are there live, when he comes out, you're like, oh sweet, I feel like I leveled up. But why does WWE act like it doesn't exist when Brock goes away? We all know the truth. We all know what's going on. And it was your decision. You can't just pull the rug over your eyes and all our eyes and just pretend, shh, it's not, we didn't do it, it just doesn't exist. But it will exist when he's willing to come back. But for now, everybody shut up about the Universal Championship. Wouldn't it be better to embrace this and mention it week after week? So the integrity and the importance of this prize, of this championship, of one of the most important titles in the WWE keeps its allure? It's better than this, because right now it may as well just be a concept we've made up in our heads. What doubly confuses me is when you look at the current landscape and see the feuds that are going on right now. And there's a lot we can talk about when it comes to Dean Ambrose and the fact he's now transitioned into being Bane from The Dark Knight Rises, but he's also having matches against Seth Rollins. This is cool. Most people are invested in it. And you want to know what would make them even better? That's right, giving them the Universal title to fight over. If you know that Brock is on a pay-as-you-appear deal and that Braun Strowman may have to go and have surgery, which is going to take him out the game for a while, why wouldn't you just throw that belt into this mix? If life has dealt you a crappy situation and changed your plans and you don't know what to do, don't just react and go back to the status quo. Come up with something new. And again, I don't know a single fan alive that wouldn't love to see Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins going after the most important title on Raw. And I mean this even if it was a short-term thing. If Ambrose had it, he could really justify his new character and the direction he decided to go in. And Seth Rollins is a babyface that actually everybody gets behind. So if we end the year, if we end 2018 with Seth Rollins as the champ, you're gonna be excited about what could happen in 2019. It would be a positive bundle of joy, and let's face it, after the last couple of weeks, including those TV ratings, I think we could all use as much bundle of joys as humanly possible. In fact, sign me up for 9. And I get it, Brock is the man, the beast, the renegade, and whoever does beat him gets some kind of rub. But here's the thing when it comes to that, we've told that story. That narrative is done. The man was Roman Reigns. It was okay, it didn't really work as we expected, but surely we should move on, and surely we should be introducing new ideas. Even if it doesn't work, so what? It's better than repeating history or repeating yourself or just pulling out the same things. That's what a lot of people get mad about. They're like, didn't I see this last week? So if so, why am I seeing it again? Like that Sasha Banks and Bayley open forum stuff. It was bad once, so WWE's opinion was to do it again 7 days later. That, my friends, is the definition of insanity. In many ways, not really, but it is. It's also the reason that when this championship does return to TV, we've got to take loads of time to build it back up to where it needs to be. It's like a wrestler. You can't job out a wrestler forever and expect him to just be in the main event the next day. When you do that, you get Jinder Mahal. You start telling fans that's how they should look, treat, and feel about something, and eventually they buy into it. It's your product. It's what you're putting out there. You have a certain influence over these people, and eventually it will work. It's a truly bizarre situation, and I don't get it. Here we have a plot device that has proven time and time again to be a draw, and WWE has just decided, we won't put it on TV, much to the point now, it's kind of dead, it's kind of over, it's kind of finished. That makes perfect sense to me, even though it absolutely doesn't. And I want to know what everybody else thinks about this as well, because I don't understand how anyone can think this was the right idea, even if you did want to put it back on Brock Lesnar. Throw some more money at him, you know you've got it, and put the damn thing on television. That's why I was excited when Roman Reigns won, despite all the palaver and the controversy. I was like, well, at least I get to see that red thing waving around every 7 days. But nope, poof, it gone again. There it is, there's my thoughts on the matter, and I thought after taking everything that we have said, there was only one way to wrap up this video. I think you know what it is. You would have seen the most important part from the last 9-10 minutes, whatever it's been or so, and that is, of course, is the creepy smile. So sit down wherever you are, get comfortable on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Gonna regret that. Absolutely gonna regret that. Weirdest thing I've done in a long while. And for all those people in the comments always go, Miller, you're an idiot, you're a fool, you're a cringy mother. It's all right, man. It's all good. It's all gravy. We have a great time. Come on! Now don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you think about the Universal title and its history. Pretty guff, right? Like, share and subscribe. Head over to WhatCulture.com and read yourself some articles. Then go to Twitter and follow WhatCulture on Twitter at WhatCulture WWE. My name is Simon from WhatCulture. Thank you very much for watching me. And look, you've got some time in your day. I'm sure. Go check out Ups and Downs. Go watch some WhatCulture wrestling lists. You can go look at other wide videos. That'll be fun. See how much they've evolved. See how much they've changed. And make sure you just feel good. Put a smile on your face. Walk out there. And remember, you've got to take every day as it comes. And when life hits you, you hit back even harder. Thanks for watching. I'll see ya soon.
Violent energy. Shooting forward into the knees of Jacob. Clear with the elbow. The kamikaze catches.